Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sijab Iqbali and I am student of Rehan School Kirangi campus and I am student the class Future Navigators. So today's we have very honorable and grateful guest whose name is Ma'am Dianne Ojar. So let's go and about herself and about her life journey and conversation the one topic. So hello, how are you?
Hello, everyone.
Can you tell me about yourself from my viewers?
But first of all, thank you for having me here, and to all your listeners and audience, thank you for supporting each and every one of you. So, my name is Dianne Ojar. I'm in Toronto, Canada. I am the owner of Other Media Network Limited, as well as an author, radio host, TV host. Um, I am also a Guanyin lineage holder, a Dow Hands practitioner. My background is NLP. I'm designated NLP hypnotherapy and timeline therapy mentor, and there's more. And I'm sure throughout the show you will hear more about all of that.
Thank you for your introduction. So, my first question from you, can you tell me what inspired you to specialize in being a challenge solver?
The challenge solver is, if you have a challenge, I have a solution. What does that mean? Well, with my training and background in NLP, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, as well as on the healing side, the modalities I have, I put that together with a few programs. I did not create the timeline therapy program, but I did create the elephant in the room, whereby I work with you one on one to help you get through to the and have the ultimate experiential breakthrough experience. So if there's a challenge in your life, in any area of life, we can work and create a blueprint for that. But I would just want your audience to know that it's not, let's say for example, it's not just relationship, it's just not family, it's just not money. Collectively there are probably about 6 to maybe 8 to 10 areas in your life which, self-development, your spirituality, your soul journey, which works together in harmony to help you be and become a successful person. And then success does not mean money. I want people to understand that. Financial success is finances, but you have relationship success, you have career success, you have different types of success. So that is what we're talking about. So if you have a challenge in one area, I can guarantee you have a challenge in the other area. And we can talk more about karma, and we can talk more about all these different challenges that arises as we go along.
Thank you for your answer, and that's awesome. So, can you share an example of a particularly challenging problem you have solved recently?
Are you speaking about for myself personally, or are you speaking about for a client or others?
Clients,
I'm sorry? You said,
clients.
I have many stories. I have clients who, for, let's see, there's one young girl. Well, she's not that young, but she's younger than me. And she's been, since she was 6 months old, her brain was crushed, literally crushed, and they had to put it back together. She would either be a vegetable or genius. And she became a very smart, intelligent woman. And for 30 something or 40 something years, she's had problems. She's been in car accident when she was a teenager, lost her father. And this is all a public story. That's why I can share it, because she shared it with many shows that we have had together. So she didn't know her father passed away. And the long and the short is, I did a timeline therapy session with her, and she's had cancer. She's had many issues and problems. Many. The list goes on and on. And then I decided let's do a timeline therapy, which we ended up I think it was like 6 hours. It's supposed to be like it's minimum 3 hours. So I thought maybe 4 or 5, but they ended up almost 6 or 7 hours. And I can guarantee you, in that moment, they're all aha moments. But what we're doing, we're clearing the gestalts. What is gestalts? The Sangha, Adness, fear, hood, guilt, those emotional limiting decisions that she has, was embedded with her in this lifetime or another. Now, I'm not here to convince your audience or anyone who's hearing this study about past lives. This is not, if you resonate with it, awesome. If not, that's okay. But do know you just don't come into this space and nothing. You don't come with information or baggage along the way. And 50% of your baggage is your ancestors, and the other 50% is from you. So when you're working on your challenges, you also have to work from the inside out. So the long and the short is, for her, she's also a healer, very powerful healer, by the way. But she's not until then that she understood what this meant. And literally, she changed the way she looked, the way she was dressing, because she was only in black and white. She was always smiling. Her hair was on one way. She's European, so she have this way of combing her hair. And I was like, no, you need to cut your hair. You need to do these things and get a little bit more vibrant. And the next day, she understood the assignment and she had to contact me every single day. And she was very disciplined about it. And the transformation was amazing. She just went through a few deaths in her family that she, if it wasn't for this, she wouldn't have been able, she told me at that particular time, to deal with everything else that she had to do in another country. From here, she's here, but she had to go back to the country and spend months there and work at the same time of dealing with all these challenges. So these are some of the things we do. And guess what? It's in real time. It's in real time. But if you're ready and willing, then I'm ready and willing as well. But no, it's an investment in you. You have to be an investment. Nothing comes for free. And you really have to be ready to take the next step, because I know I don't fail. But if you do not follow through, it's you hurting yourself.
Some net issue. So,
That's okay.
my next question from you. How do you approach new challenges that come your way?
That's a really interesting, very, very good questions. I have to say this. You put some thought into this. Um, we all have challenges. We all are being tested, and many may not understand this. Again, I'm not here to convince you, but just for you to be open to understand, and the knowledge and the wisdom will follow through if you're open. I have challenges as much as any one of you, in different ways, of course. Being a business owner, you know, my own health challenges and my journey, so many things. But how do you work with it? One of the things recently I had to do, because when you reach a certain level of anything, maybe success or different level of your trainings, I want to make this as simple as possible. Not here, like I said, this is not about religion or anything to that effect. But when you reach certain levels in life, you are challenged because you're being tested to see how well you can deal with it. And I would say to you, it never stops. You're always going to be a student. While you're a teacher to many, you will always be a student. So for me recently, I had, and I always say this to my clients and friends, you have to surrender in trusting, and trust that you're surrendering to a higher cause, or there's a force out there that's with you. And there's many. And the same thing happened is the fact that I had to do this. And I always do it and say, okay, I just put it out there. And At the end of the day, you will not be given something you cannot handle, but it's to test your faith, your belief, and see if you're ready for what you're ready. And up until yesterday, think something I was supposed to do a long time. I finally did it, and I was like, okay, this is probably there's going to be challenges, but it went so smooth that a lot of that stress in my body was released. So now I feel like I started tackling other projects I had to do. I write the columns. So I did the column today, and I realized tomorrow, because everything is in alignment, tomorrow I have a 3-day retreat training, which I thought was starting in the evening, but it's actually in the morning. So what do know that everything you need to do is in alignment, and trust that whatever you're going through is for what you need to deal with in the moment. I hope that answers your question without getting into too much detail, because we can speak here forever.
Thank you for your answer.
You're very welcome.
And my next question from you: what motivates you to tackle difficult tasks and find a solutions?
The motivation behind all of this, even I got a call like 2 days ago saying someone, I write this article for this newspaper, this magazine, and I just do it for the fun of it. And I do everything for the fun of it to a certain degree, because when you do it for the love of it or the fun of it, it's also teaching you. I'm not a writer, I have books and so forth, but I don't look at myself, and I actually wrote that in the article that's coming out in next month. It's not that I'm a writer. I don't look at the writer. I share with people people's stories. People reach out to me, what's going on, because you are a reflection of someone else. And I guarantee you, people may be silent. They're going through some issues as well. So we're there to motivate, to share, to inspire, to empower, and work with the five E's. And also, you never know who's watching you. You never know who's listening. Even to your show, you don't know who's going to be listening and say, you know what? That's me. Oh, okay. I can do something about it. Do know there's a solution out there. You may be able to do it on your own, you may not. But you have to put up your hand and say, I need help. So my motivation, and many of our, the people I work with, their motivation is to make them, is to help another. And helping others is where you also will become a better person. That's a simplified version of it.
Thank you for your answer. And what role does creativity play in your problem solving process?
If you had said to me many years ago that, I use StreamYard as well, and, Canva and so forth. I had the first media company I had, the first studio. My business partner at the time was a creative. I did different things. I just said, let's do a show, let's do a radio show, let's do a TV show. Had no idea, and people keep asking me, well, did you go to broadcasting and write? No, journalism. No, no. I just know I had something in me. I didn't know what it was. Now I understand better, to go out there and just share stories and talk to people like, we're doing right now. Of course, some of them need work, but here's the thing about it. I did it with not even knowing what we were doing. And people admire that. And it's not about the ego, it's the fact that there's a way how you do things and how you speak to people and how you approach people. So my business partner said, like, you have some magic, you connect. Well, even my master teacher in NLP and so forth, they said, I don't know what it is in you. So I say to you, either you have it or don't have it, but you come into this world, in this 100 years body, I call it, with gifts and talents that's sleeping. So you need to really open that up. So the creativity side is within you. You are a masterpiece. You're a canvas. And the tagline of the Strategic Goal Seekers Handbook is to unlock your dreams to manifest your reality. And how do you do that? Very simple. You set your goals, you do a vision board, but it's not just by doing a vision board and taking some, cutting out some pictures and slapping it on a board. No, it's not that. You have to put some creative thinking and there's a thought process behind it, very deep. So while you're doing that, you're actually what we call having breakthroughs, aha moments, transformational. That's why I call the whole process the ultimate experiential breakthrough experience. So every conversation we have, even if you have a aha moment just by hearing what we're talking about today, doesn't have to be big fireworks, it could be very simple. That is an ultimate experiential breakthrough experience you're having. And if you have that, congratulations.
That's awesome. Thank you for your answer. And my next question from you: how do you stay focused on the present moment when addressing challenges?
I've gotten a lot into creative cooking these days. That actually helps me focus, relaxes me, and trust that what you're doing, it's the strangest thing how everything is related in life. Focus basically means that how discipline is how you do one thing, how you do everything. So I started to there were things around the place I meant to clear up, organize, because it was bothering me. And I realized that too as well. And of course, coming out from the winter doesn't help it very much. But I realized as well is that if there's something around you that's distracting, you're going to lose your focus, because I know it happens to me all the time. So you keep focused by keeping yourself organized and the space around you organized. That's one way. The other way you can do started to a lot of testing a lot of herbs and spices and foods. I do a lot of Chinese cooking now, and there's spices I never would have dreamed of, but now I'm experimented. So it's helping me become more creative, which is helping me say, okay, if I could do this here, I can do this here. It doesn't matter if the tasks are related or not, but the fact is the thought process behind it. So focus basically means that first, okay, let's start from the inside. I got to clear up a lot of things. I had to release people in my life. I had to let them go. And there are people who've come back in my life, but they're also at different levels. So to keep focus, all the noise around you, you need to let it go. Detach. Detachment is going to hold you. Sorry, when you're attached to something and someone, and all the fluff and the noise, it is going to distract you. So in order to be focused, you need to release that. And if you can't do that by yourself, this is where we all come in. You could do it. You could take years, go all around and come around and do it, or we can sit down and we can do it in. I've had people who've done it in 20 minutes, 30 minutes with the elephant in the room, but I have people for the timeline therapy because it's a little bit more structured. So you work with the subconscious, unconscious mind, deep inside the soul, the spirit. Again, this is not about religion. Whatever it is you call it the consciousness, whatever it is you call it, your gut, your intuition, know that is there to guide you. And there are many people now who are following that path that understand who they truly are. And I'm telling you, you are who you are and you're a magnificent person. You just have to believe. Forget all the negative things and forget all the brainwashing and forget everything else that was taught you, because that is where you lose your focus, because you still believe what you were conditioned to believe. So get rid of the stuff.
Amazing explanation. Thank you for your answer.
You're very welcome.
And what do you think sets you apart as a specialist in solving challenges?
What sets me apart is the fact that I am who I am. Take it or leave it. You will work with everyone and you will not work with everyone. And we've been there. There isn't anyone who can tell you they have not been there. But here's the thing, sometimes we're eager to help people, and sometimes, you know, we're not, we can't help everyone. But if you're ready and you have a solution, or you have modalities or skills or talents or a love of what you do, also know that in your past lives, you probably were the same thing. You just need to clean up a couple things in this one. Because your sole purpose here is to make sure life is better and the next time you come around. So you clean up the noise around you. So to be a solver, problem solver, you really have to, you also have to love what you do. And that basically is to serve people and to help people. And by helping them, you become your ultimate best. Because as they rise, you rise. More or less, it's what it is. So if you have a love for something or a hobby, look and pursue it. Learn as much as you can. And I guarantee, ask your ultimate creator, whoever that is for you. Ask your angels, ask the universe, just ask. If you don't know what you're asking, the moon, the stars, the sky, the ocean, it doesn't matter. You just put out your hand and say, I need help from your heart. And you will start to see what's happening. But you only give a little at a time until you can handle what you've been given. So good luck and all the best with that.
Thank you for your answer. So, my next question from you: how do you handle setbacks or failures in your problem solving journey?
That is a beautiful question. I have to say to you, Hijab, your questions have been very thoughtful and I appreciate them because they're a very deep question. So, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much.
As you said, setbacks. First of all, there's no setback. Second of all, there's no failures. We have to know that whatever we're given, these are all teachings. Up until a couple of years ago, which the times I couldn't sleep for like 5 years because something was driving me out of my mind. And I had to really say when somebody says to you, if you were this age, I said to them eventually, no, I am who I am and you are who you are. And you have to embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the challenges that arise at unsolved issues that may come in a different form or relationships and so forth, this life, other lives that you have to deal with. And it can be for a week, it could be for an hour, it could be for months, it could be for years. You just have to deal with it. There's only teachings, and there's lessons to learn. So if there's a setback or a challenge or something, step back and look at it through different eyes and say, okay, what is it trying to tell me? Why is this person back in my life? Where is it going from here? Who is this person? Why are they here? But no, this is going deep now because there's a science behind all of this. This really doesn't exist. This is like a hologram. So this is really about self-reflection inside of you. Something has been put in front of you for you to see the reflection inside of you, why whatever is going on is going on. So no, it is, I'm just going to say, so maybe most people understand it. The universe is telling you a message. You just have to figure out what this out is about. If you don't understand it, ask for more help. Now, I don't know if this resonates with you as well, Hijab, in terms of, I love working with the younger um, people because you have a lot you can learn from where you are right now to embrace it and soak it up to be who you want to be. When you reach a certain age, it's never too late. So if you listen to this again, any one of your colleagues or teachers and so forth, understand that this is really messages. It's for you, it's for each one of them. And the message will be delivered in so many different ways. There are going to be so many different interpretations, but that interpretation is the one for you. So there's really no failures, there's only lessons to learn. So embrace the lesson, be thankful and grateful for the lesson, And what does this have to do with traditional business? It has a lot to do with traditional business because business has a soul, it has a spirit, it has a life, it has an energy. So you implement all of this, what I'm saying, and there's more, of course, into that. And you will see you'll be a happier, healthier, joyful, peaceful, harmonious person in all areas of your life. Eventually, but it doesn't happen overnight. You have to work for it. Because you know what they say, easy come, easy go, and it will be taken away.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
hope all
Thank you
of
so
this
much.
resonates with I hope all
Yeah.
of this resonates with you or it makes sense to you as well.
Yes, of course. So, thank you so much for your previous time and share insightful knowledge for me and for my audience. Thank you so
My
much.
pleasure. And if anybody
I
wants
invite.
to connect more, certainly you can email me at info@experientialcoach.com if you want to know more or reach out more. I have many shows on YouTube, Divine Soul Journey, Game Changers. There's so many things on YouTube that we have there in the channel that can possibly help you as well. So thank you so much for having
Okay,
me.
so I invite you my school when you come in Pakistan. So please visit our school, Rehan School, Karangi
I
campus.
was I was in Pakistan in 2018 in Islamabad. I don't have no intention of coming to Pakistan anytime soon. However, I've seen and heard good things about your principal and so forth in what he's doing with you all to really inspire, enlighten, and he would what we just spoke about will probably resonate with him as well because he's living that dream and more. But he has challenges too, I'm sure, because it's not just a free ride. No one has a free ride. You have to work for it. So thank you so much for your dedication and commitment to your series and congratulations and all the best with your shows. And I hope to see you one day hear from you. You rise to the top where you want to be. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Bye bye.
Bye bye.